This is Roger with Crosscut in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2006 Ford F250 crew cab long bed. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's four-wheel drive. It's an XLT. It has 160,425 miles on it. It was a new car dealer trade we purchased out of Escondido, California. Brought it to Tucson and realized that the oil cooler leak was there. And because the oil cooler and the EGR cooler are right next to each other, no sense in not doing the Bulletproof EGR cooler. So we sent it to our shop, Monsoon Automotive. They did a Bulletproof EGR cooler, a brand new Ford oil cooler. Obviously new oil, new filtered lube, new gaskets. And we repaired a torn seat. Driver's seat bolster was torn on the outside. Other than that, it's exactly as we bought it. We didn't buy tires for it. We stopped doing that. You buy a set of tires and the people are like, you want to buy them back? I'm going to put BFGs on it. So what we can do for you, if you want tires for this thing, before it leaves Tucson, either on your shipper or before you drive it home, if you let us know what style of tire you want, we have very good deals with discount tires, and we don't pay taxes. So that's what I'm talking about, right? We can get them, you know, you can get a set of highway tires that are the right size for this truck, which is what those are. Probably around $600 on the truck. Might be a little more now with all of the lovely changes that are happening in the world. But not much more. And I would say it's pretty safe to say no more than 7, but probably more like 6. But, you know, if you want to go to an off-road tire, you're probably looking at 800 to 1,000. Big difference. I like the road tires because, you know, who really goes four-wheeling all the time? It looks a little cooler, but drives a lot better with the highway tires. Anyway, it's a West Coast car, so you got some faded paint here on the hood, and you got some on the roof. It's a truck. No need to deal with it. I wouldn't deal with it if I were you, unless you want to. And then I think all you have to do is spot paint the hood and spot paint the roof, and you know, but kind of depends. If you're going to put highway tires on it, you're probably a practical person and you wouldn't bother you. But if you're a guy who's into the looks of it, you're probably going to want, I would imagine the person who does the BFGs is going to paint the hood and paint the roof. And that would probably cost to paint the hood and roof properly. Since there's no body work, probably around $1,000 to do it correctly. If you take it to a Mako, maybe 600. Tailgate obviously has missing the tailgate cap. It's got the scratches on it, typical of a diesel truck that's probably towed or been used as a truck, right? Anyway, my job in these videos is not to tell you how great the truck is. It's really just to point out what's going on, especially what's going on wrong. We almost didn't do the oil cooler because it was really just seeping, but it ran great. It ran great and drove great, and we're like, you know what, someone's gonna really like this truck, even though it's got the faded paint and the tire issue. Somebody's gonna like it, especially if we do the Bulletproof on it. All right, let's see how many miles we got. 160,460 are the miles right now. All right, let's see, let me go under the hood. Oh, you know what? Can't go under the hood unless you open the hood, right? Yeah, we kind of got to do that. Alrighty then. Got a Ford stamp here. We got an original fender. Ford stamp here on the core support. Cat stickers where they belong. Ford sticker here. Ford stamp here. Ford stamp right here. So all the front end parts are original, which means it wasn't crashed up front for sure. They don't replace them with factory parts. They're too expensive. Excellent on blow-by. We didn't do it, but that looks like a really new alternator, by the way. Which is nice. There's your window up and down, door locks. Seats in good shape. Got a full manual in there. This truck is going to be very popular, I predict. Kind of a sleeper. A little, looks like somebody needs to, like our detail shop didn't do such a good job right there. Looks like all you need is a little paint thinner to get that off, but we're selling it. We're done working on it. We're selling it. So it is what it is today, right? And it's a truck, I doubt. Like I said, there's trucks and there's trucks. We have the other type of truck. We have a 6.0 with an 8-inch lift on 40s at Monsoon getting new injectors. And that's a different breed. You need an elevator to get in it, etc. This is just a guy who wants a truck that he can drive every day and knows a lot about the engine and, you know, what's been done to it and stuff, which is very important to a lot of people, knowing what's happening internally. Windows, let's see, out, in, up, down, other side, out, in, up, and down, door locks. There you go. You got a manual seat here. We replaced this little insert right here. All right, let's see. Here's the VIN right here. Okay. Then you have, well, what they did a brake fluid flush, diesel injection pump gasket, EGR cooler, and oil cooler, and a lube oil and filter. That was $1,700, and that was done the 27th of October. Okay. All this stuff will be scanned into the ad for the vehicle, so you'll be able to see links for all the parts and all the services we did and everything. Gasket kit, high pressure pump over there. Anyway, everything will be in there. Let's see. Here's your Carfax. There's your VIN. Carfax comes up with a value of $20,500. They basically blend the Kelly Blue Book and the history of the vehicle. What they don't know is it just got Bulletproof, which adds a ton of value to that. So if they knew that and they could put a dollar figure on that, it'd be like 25, in my opinion. But they don't know what we just did to it, so it's not their fault. All right, there's your VIN. No accidents reported. No major title problems, which is good. By the way, this, like I said, this will be linked also. So there it is in Escondido. Bum, bum, bum. Getting service in Escondido Ford. Still in Escondido. Then they sold it to another person who's in Escondido, and then it's in San Diego. San Diego, it's going to the Ford dealer in San Diego the whole time, which is really nice. Let's see. One last page, if I can get it to turn with my left hand here. Boom. There's that. And that's the end of the Carfax, okay? So that's all good news. There you go. Tilt wheel works fine. Let me hop in here and enjoy some AC. It's about 87 right now in Tucson, almost Halloween. Unbelievable. It's warm as hell. All right, we do have a little rock chip right here. Way up high. I don't think that's gonna affect anything. When the air conditioning is blowing ice cold, which is nice. There's your trailer. It says check trailer. Well, we don't have a trailer, but we did play with that. Turn this down a little bit. You can hear me. It's blowing hard, which is good. There's your radio.
I think there's still being is to deny.
Let's go to FM.
Echo, now Alexa can play.
There you go. CD, blah, blah, blah. Tow on and off. Let's see, it has cruise control, windshield wipers. You turn on the lights. So the odometer goes dimmer when you turn off the lights, right? Turn on the lights. All right, let me go into neutral. We'll go to 4 low. Now we're in 4 low right here. We go drive. At the gate here. this in 4 low and reverse in 4 low. Perfect. Neutral. Now we're gonna go to 4 high. Low range goes away. There we go, a little quicker. And reverse and high. Perfect. All right, go to neutral. Gonna go to 2-wheel drive and go for a ride. All right, nice truck. All right, if you come to Tucson, you're gonna pay the following if you want to drive it home. You're gonna pay your state tax rate, whatever that is. Could be 0, could be 10, could be 3. Whatever your state tax rate is what you're gonna pay as far as state tax. Plus our city tax of 2.7% and a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship out of state, all you're going to pay is agreed upon price. So no tax, no dock fee, nothing. Once we receive full payment by wire, we will fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address. We will sign it off to you, scan it into your online file, and mail it to you. We even scan in the envelope we mail it in, okay? You will have the truck shipped to you. The title will already be in your mailbox before the shipper shows up, obviously. Once the shipper shows up with the truck, you'll take the title and the truck to motor vehicles in your state and get plates. It's very simple. If you need help with shipping, let me know. We can do it for you. We can roll the price of the shipping into the price of the vehicle, so you just make one payment. Or we could just give you some phone numbers to call and you can do it yourself. That's pretty easy. Or if you're good at it, you already have numbers, you can do it yourself. All right, it's not that hard. You can go on Central Dispatch and do it. We're not trying to make money, but we do want you to have your car or truck or whatever you're buying from us quickly, okay? Obviously you're out of pocket money, you want to drive, okay? Last part of every video, very important, very important. Make sure that you get your deposit in. Your deposit is $500. Finding 6.0s that people with knowledge have touched, like us, is getting very rare. They're very rare, period. But you know, the 6.7s are ridiculously overpriced. An XLT with 160,000 miles, like in a 2011, you're gonna pay 25 to 30 for that thing. And when it breaks, it's expensive to fix. This thing, when it breaks, is not expensive to fix. So what I'm saying is 6.0s are actually sought after now. Remember when they weren't? Now they are, especially when they've been bulletproofed, EGR cooler and Ford oil cooler and the whole bit. When you have that, they're really sought after. And you know, if you want one, get going, get that deposit in. Last part of every video I say the same thing, and I have for 14 years, I think now, and thousands of vehicles. We don't have salesmen, we don't have bottled water with our name on it, we don't have a lounge with an attendant serving scones and lattes, popcorn and sandwiches and donuts and all that stuff. We don't have a fancy location with a fountain and perfect roads. Our roads suck. I mean, you get a nice vibration test in my videos. When I turn right here on Gardner Lane, it's basically Bolivian level road. Maybe not, maybe Bolivia has better roads. But you know, a certain party runs Tucson, and this is what you get when you pay too much taxes. You get nothing. So, right-hand turn onto that. So, they also know at the auto mall that when they sell you a truck like this and something breaks, you're gonna come in and say, I just paid a fortune for this truck, fix it. And they're like, yeah, you're right, you didn't pay too much for the truck. Plus they also know that they included $500 to $700 in the price of the vehicle for future repairs. So you've already paid for your repairs when you bought it from them. So they fix it, or they take it back and they sell it to somebody else. It doesn't really matter to them, they don't care. What we do is the opposite. We take a lot of money off the price because we don't need to make as much money as they do, and we tell you to fix your own truck with the money you save buying from us. We are not writing checks for anything from the second you own it on. We tell you what's going on, we take off the oil cap, we, you know, for the blow-by look, we look under the undercarriage, you'll have 40 to 60 HD pictures, there's invoices, there's all kinds of stuff so that everything's on the table, okay? But the only thing that's on you is to save that much money, you have to accept responsibility and own your truck, all right? That's how we roll. Anyway, I think that's about it. Dennis is gonna do some photos and I'll be loading this video. Thank you for your time.